We're good.
Hello, people. Welcome to the Lee Cole 3 podcast with James Proctor, my partner, and we have a surprise guest coming on, and we also got Bill Stacks, who is doing some really good crap, man. Hey, what's going on, man?
How are you? I'm doing great.
Listen, I know you only got so much time. We'll bring our surprise guest on in a minute, but there's a video of yours I want to put up because you were with Chad Marks, and so how did you hook up with Chad? I love that whole scenario, you and Chad spending that time together.
So I knew Chad before he started the channel Blood on the Razor Wire. And we were talking. He was just getting into the YouTube thing. He needed some advice on how to do different things. And I just been helping him along the way. And I've been helping him, watching him grow. He's been doing it all on his own. I just help him steer him in the right direction, kind of, like putting ads on videos and things like that,
He's growing like crazy, man.
Yeah, but so it's crazy because when certain people grow that big and they have like 130,000 subscribers, I've been there since he had 1 subscriber, and it's crazy to watch him grow like that. And I know my day's coming eventually, and it shows me that it's possible and I can do it.
Hey, listen. My little old ass is on here. I'm about to hit 10,000, and you got to work hard. You hit your ups and your downs, man.
Yeah,
that's how it goes. And you know what? I think a guy like you deserves a lot more views because your shit is good, man. You work hard. You're out there. James, you agree with me? How hard he's working?
Yeah, I mean, you've been doing. I'm really impressed with the videos you've been doing. I mean, you've been doing it's amazing. You get really interesting guests on. You're able to, ask, great questions. You're entertaining. I just think people need to see what you've been doing lately. I mean, it's just great stuff. And so I encourage everyone to, subscribe to your channel and check out some of your stuff. And I know Lee's going to show some stuff.
I appreciate the kind words, man. I really do.
Definitely. I mean, you're doing great.
I'm gonna play this short that should have 100,000 views, personally, in my opinion. But I just want to play this thing. This thing is very strong and tells you where we are as a society, and especially the cities in America right now.
Come over on this side. Where you living at, man? Huh? Help you? What do you need help with? Man, are you done getting high? Why, bro?
I'm working on that.
Damn, dude. Every time I pass by here, you're out here fucked up.
Yeah, well, I'm getting better. Look at me.
You do look a little better. Where you living at?
On Saratoga, I stay in a place down there.
You gotta pay rent, or someone's just letting you stay there? Jamie, do I always help you? Have I ever told you no? How many years have you known me? Let me see. Let me see what we got, Jamie. You're getting high still. What's $23 going to do? Look at you light up, boy. Once you get, huh? You ain't giving me no hug, man. You love me, man? I remember when you were a drug dealer, man, and now look at you.
Brandy got me all fucked up.
I know what happened, bro.
Fucking had me doing harvesting, feeding me fucking opiate pills.
I know. Listen, man, keep your head up, man.
Shout out to Chad Martin, my brother. God bless.
What you doing out here, bro? This is the dude that killed your mom out here, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Such a fucking foul man.
I know, man. And how's your dad doing? He's got his own apartment now?
Well, it's not really his. It's a fucking bando. They're about to knock it down. He went to DSS.
And how old are you now, man?
27.
27.
27.
Look, man, I'm going to come back through. I got to get some change. I'll come back and give you a couple dollars, bring you guys something to eat, all right? You want something to eat or no?
Yeah.
You look high as a kite, man. I thought you were getting your life together.
I'm not really high. I'm just fucking tired. So I just kind of...
All right. I'm going to swing back through and look out for you guys. I just gave Jamie a couple dollars. All right? All right, man. Keep your head up, man. Probably about 10, 15 minutes. We'll go to Burger King. You guys gonna be out here?
Yeah, I'll be right
Don't have me come back here with some burgers and you're not here, bro. All right, man. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, bro.
All right. Damn, dude, I interviewed him on my channel, man.
Yeah, they killed his mom, right? And did some foul
That's
stuff
it.
to her body and stuff.
that's
Yeah.
his mom, bro.
Wow.
Sad, bro.
So why did they kill his mom like that? Was she a prostitute? Was he serial killing people?
Yeah, he was definitely doing that. He was definitely doing that. This is the old bakery, the old 5 school.
I'll tell you what, dude. I'm going to tell anybody, you got to go and give that video some love. Go to to Stax's, because, dude, that's a powerful video. I see now, I was like, damn, what do you think, James? Is that a powerful video about the deterioration of this country now?
Yeah, it really is. And then just to see someone that, wasn't on drugs and, look at him now. I mean, it's just a, sad situation. Say like, he got hooked on opiates, right?
Yeah.
And probably getting heroin and obviously we know about fentanyl being, pretty much being mixed into all this stuff. And so, it's a, sad situation.
And you know what I hear, Stax? I hear that people, they consider the ultimate high is dying, because when on the street, when they hear that someone died of a certain product, they start looking for that product.
And I don't think people out there understand that I was a full-blown heroin addict. I was sitting on the railroad tracks, needle in my arm, desperate to die. I wanted to die. I didn't care about my life. I didn't know where I was going in life. I was desperate, man. And I honestly think it's something greater than me came into me and showed me a better way. And I took advantage of the opportunity, and I will not let my life be a waste. I will not let my family see me like that again. I will not let the society to say he overdosed on drugs. Right. I'm not letting that happen to me. And if I can help a person out there, I will. And that's why I'm doing this.
And when you see someone like that, that guy's 27. He looks like he's 50. He says, I'm not high, and it's obvious. It looks like he just took something.
I'm 43 years old. People don't even know that. I'm 43 years old.
And people don't, now they got these capsules they put on the street, and they mix it with fentanyl and a little tiny bit of heroin. And
the heroin out there isn't even heroin.
No.
When you say I want to buy heroin, you're not buying heroin anymore.
3%. It's 3% of 100%, literally 3%.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's considered, and these guys that are making these pills and putting this fentanyl in, they are doing it by eye. They have no idea how much fentanyl they're putting in there.
And then there's like some housewife who's addicted to pills. She runs out of pills. Then she goes and runs to the streets to go buy the pills. She ends up trying the fentanyl and dying. And that's what's happening.
Every day, man. Every day. It doesn't matter where your neighborhoods are. It's some scary stuff that we're letting happen in this country. We could stop in a minute.
Well,
I got a special guest, man.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you got a special guest talking about it.
Let's bring our guest in.
Hey, Paulie.
Hey, helping on today, and hey, that's the morning head, so I ain't embarrassed. I just keep the hat to keep it on.
And listen, this is a big
Stax to work.
This is a big bonus. Hey, Paulie, let me ask you a question. When you see something like that, you've had your trouble with addiction. When you see something like that, does it make you think about yourself and your addiction issues?
You know what I mean? It actually makes me not want to ever sell drugs again. I never realized the amount of damage I did, and that's just something I'm never going to do again.
Well, it's good.
I don't care how broke, homeless, whatever I am. Yeah, that's a road I ain't going to walk down again. So that's more or less what it does. And I mean, I got my addiction under control. You know, physical health and mental health are a little off the charts, but
well, we're all there, dude.
That's why I'm here to reel him in a little bit.
Yeah. Stax comes up, man.
Anybody on YouTube has a little mental illness.
I think you have to be. It's a requirement to get on YouTube.
You ain't going to make it out here if you ain't a little nuts. But anyway.
You're right about Stax. I always tell him I love his I love his presentation. I love his voice, everything, the whole thing. And We got to get his views up there for him. And,
that's when we went, because I'll tell you what, we went from Chad Marks, we went to you, Paulie. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You had a battle that started here with Bobby Luisi, and everybody was saying Bobby Luisi was going to smoke you.
yeah.
It didn't happen.
No. He was making fun of the Gorilla Room on Facebook, where I use as a platform to help people or anybody that does a good day's work, wants to take a picture and post it. I kind of like proud of the stuff I build and stuff like that. I know other men and women are out there doing the same thing. So that's what the Gorilla Room's all about. But he was making fun of that too.
And
that's still here, and he's gone.
And I'll put the link to the Gorilla Room under here, people.
Yeah.
Just so you know, please go join it.
So when I first met Paul and Bobby, I went up there to their condo they had, and Bobby was like a little standoffish, you know, and it was awkward.
Yeah.
Like, so I went and stayed in a hotel, and then I was just hanging out with Paulie the whole time, and it was just like, I was like, "You want to do some content?" And he's like, "I don't feel good." You know how people do that.
Yeah.
I don't feel good. Rah. So we just kept making content, and me and Paulie have been tight ever since.
Yeah.
And you know, people try to throw things in your ear, but I know Paulie for who he really is as a person. People
Let me tell you something. You guys make a good team sitting there like that and stuff. I'm gonna tell you something.
We're gonna be doing a lot of joint things.
You guys might have something.
Me and Eddie are gonna start a channel too, right?
Yeah. Him and
Me and Eddie
starting
Portella are gonna start a channel.
I'll tell you what. So, Paulie, let me tell you. You started off with Bobby Luisi. You guys were kicking butt.
Yeah.
I mean, people liked you. You had that, you know, they liked Bobby, and you guys had this bond. You got along good. When I looked at you guys, I said, "Damn, man, these guys are good friends." What the hell happened, dude?
I guess jealousy and greed. You know,
he didn't want Paul's name on the cover. He didn't want him doing interviews. It was weird. Like,
he was doing things behind my back. He was charging for interviews and not telling me about the money that's coming in. Then all the YouTube money went missing. Then another $3,500 went missing out of my account, and that was the end.
If you're doing content with somebody, right, like you guys, James and Lee, are doing content together, you guys are making real good money. Yeah. If you get, say, a $5,000 donation, Lee, you're going to share that with James, right? Or you're going to keep it all to yourself?
No, man. No, I'm getting a new partner.
It's just like, come on, you gotta.
Bobby did it for $500.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I just left. Whether you like Danny Trio or not, the fact of the matter is he was an entertaining little bastard. But then when he got blown up as a fraud, he left.
Yeah.
But James, you know, James came in here and we decided that we were going to do this together, and it's been working. People like James. I told him we're like Abbott and Costello. He's just
you guys have balance.
Yes.
You know? He's the quieter one. He's the quieter one, and you're like the more flamboyant.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we don't respect Lee, but we respect Proctor. So, you know, I'll take that.
At least they respect someone, right?
Oh, man.
Hey, so I'm getting back to you, Paulie. Yeah. So you sold your house down in Florida.
Yeah. So
and you used your money to you said, okay, I want to go up to Boston, get a nice place.
No, he came and found me down in Florida. He left the witness protection program. I was kind of leery. He showed up at my house. You know what I mean? Hit me up on Facebook, talked to me a couple times. The next thing I know, he's at my address down in Florida. You know, he wanted me to go with him to the witness protection to sign out, and he wants to go home, and he's scared. And I said, I'll make a phone call and tell everybody back off. You know what I mean? This guy's out there. They murdered people and ratted on people and stuff like that. They're walking the streets. He ain't any worse than them. You know?
Aerolata.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people.
A-Light.
When did you start feeling, Paulie, like you were being used?
Oh, after the first couple of months. Right after we moved in together. Okay, you know, he's doing the whole, there's demons in the house. I seen a devil. I seen a demon in the hallway. Ain't no demon in the hallway.
And then he's telling people Paulie's unstable and things like that.
Oh, I'm definitely unstable, but I ain't smoking crack.
Everybody knows that. Like, I've known Paulie for what? 2 years?
Almost
about 2 years. I've never seen him do drugs. Ever.
And Stacks, I think you said something. You said when you went up there, you seen both of them, and you found that you and Paulie had a bond right away.
Yeah, right away.
Paulie comes off to me as that type of guy that you could pick up a bond with and hang out. and have a
Yeah.
good time. Bobby Luisi
But
doesn't come off like
Bobby just took advantage of it. That's what it is.
He was acting. The same thing he did on the
Because
streets.
I was there when Bobby was buying all the equipment at first. I was helping him put it all together. Like, so I was showing him how to do different things. He was buying different microphones and he was getting the money from Paul.
Yeah.
And then when the bill came in for the credit card, he would give the bill to Paul.
Mm.
So he's like, Paul's buying the shit twice. It was like,
Yeah.
doesn't
So
make
Paul-
sense.
Yeah.
So, Paul, he was taking advantage of your kindness.
Yeah, you know, and I'm stuck. I'm in a bad situation. He moves in the apartment. You know, we're together. I paid for everything. He doesn't have a job. Unemployment kicks out. Now I'm paying the whole rent. He can't make his end of the rent. He wants me to do my own show. I'm like, that's not smart. I did my own show. I got more views than him, and that's when everything started.
And he's just blowing money like left and right, bringing girls out to the
Yeah.
club and bringing them there and there. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
So all this shit about him running around with all these chicks is true?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
pays for them. I mean, let's face it. I mean, look at it. He was like a Sicilian Homer Simpson.
He was down at the beach selling headshots.
Oh my God!
Of himself.
He sold one to Eddie for $10. He's walking the beach with pictures of himself, selling them for $10, 15 autographs.
My boss, a boss.
Was
No
it-
one
was
knew
any-
who he
Was anybody paying for him?
No, they were laughing at
And
him.
he sold one.
Yeah, to Eddie, he's his friend.
Here's a big question I'm going to ask you, Paul. And this is what Bobby Luisi's saying about you. He said that I can prove that Paulie's a rat.
Yeah, let him.
And, explain that. Why would he say that? And what do you think about that?
They say all kinds of things. They want to ruin my reputation. They bring back up the murder trial. Listen, we're all fighting for our lives there. The other two guys got convicted. I testified on my own behalf, took a lie detector test, and what I had to do to free myself.
And we're going to be doing the interview about the
Yeah.
framing of the whole murder. We're going to the scene where the murder happened.
Yeah.
And I'm going to interview Paulie right there. So we're going to get the whole situation laid out
Yeah.
for you guys.
But if anybody wants to see things I testified
Yeah,
against, the whole trial's on Court TV. You can watch the whole thing. Never testified.
Yeah, I have a question. About that. What is the document from 1994 that Bobby has? Because he's got a big document from '94 that was a state against you or whatever.
That's my trial. They were already convicted.
okay.
I couldn't hurt them. Never mind it. One of them made a deal to flip on me. You know
So
what
they
I mean?
picked on
They were
you.
his trial before me to come in and testify. And, there's a couple of contracts put on my life. You
So
know,
did you testify against people that were in the family that you were working with? Or-
no, never. Nothing to do with that. No.
There's no evidence of that
Testify in the
whatsoever.
trial at all.
No, just my own trial. Never against anyone.
Yeah, I was just curious about
Yeah.
what that was from '94, and so
Yeah,
are
that's
those
exactly
documents online
what
or
it
something?
is. And if they want to throw it up in my face, my friendship and my loyalty is null and void when you testify against me first and when you put contracts on my life. That's
Right.
it. The gloves are off. We're going at it.
So you're saying they put a contract on your life? You had at least 2 contracts.
Multiple contracts.
Why did they put contracts on your life?
Because they knew I was the only innocent one. I was the link. You know what I mean?
Oh,
wanted-
okay. They were concerned that you might testify against them, so they wanted to eliminate you before.
Not so much concerned.
Yeah.
Let's just say I don't want to get into name names.
No,
but,
I understand.
Someone
that.
saved my life one night. I was going to the playground to hang that
Yeah.
person, right? And I'm going to the playground. I get a phone call. He goes, "Hey, this is your friend." I said, "I know who it is." He says, "Do me a favor, stay out of the playground." I'm like, "What?" He says, "Hey, stay home." Okay, I hung up the phone. I sat down. 20 minutes later, about 70 gunshots from the playground.
Wow.
That's now my co-defendant in the murder trial.
Right.
I was supposed to be there. If that guy didn't call me, things might have ended differently.
And you were a young guy when that happened, right?
21?
So they were nervous that a 21-year-old guy might break.
Oh, it goes farther back than that. I mean, once again, I don't want to say a name,
But he was wild back then.
Yeah.
He wasn't like a little church mouse. Like it wasn't
That's
like
silly.
they weren't going to push him over. And that's
Yeah.
why they were
I
worried.
never paid anybody protection. Bobby even said it himself.
These are wiretaps from the case.
Oh,
Oh wow!
These are
I'm looking
FBI
forward to it.
wiretaps from the case. I got I got FBI wiretaps. I got the state of Massachusetts court transcripts right here. U.S. government, district court. I have all the paperwork. So the documentary that I do on him and Eddie is going to be really good.
When are you planning on doing the documentary? Are you going to do it as a?
I'm in production right now.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Are you planning on selling that to a, like a company that might be able to put it on Netflix?
Would be nice. Would be nice. But right now, I have a new YouTube channel called the Trump Crime Family.
Okay.
You want to go subscribe to that?
Yeah, that's where you'll be seeing me.
Content.
And I'll put that link underneath here. Hey,
I hope you'll be a regular.
Yeah, you be a regular. Hell yeah.
Hey, Paulie, I want to ask you another question. Now, where do you think this thing's going to go? I mean, his views have gone down. Everything is going down. I don't even know. Does he even do shows anymore, Bobby Luisi?
Hold on a second. Yeah. What with that paperwork? It's been around. It's been around since '94.
No, does Bobby do any? No, is Bobby's channel? Is he?
Oh, he's done. He's done. No, he's definitely done. He knows it. You know what I mean? He even said it to a company. Oh, I shot myself in the foot on this one. You know. And I mean, if he wants to hold up paperwork, I mean, all you podcasters should really look into the Enrico Ponzo trial, who was a very, very dear friend of mine. And later on in life, we became bad enemies. And I never had a chance to say goodbye to him. He died in federal prison from ALU. Right. But I know Ponzo when he was growing up, before any of all this craziness started happening. I mean, it was totally different. We were all just having fun. We were being bullied by mobsters, teenagers, 15 to 20 years old.
And why does Bobby seem so resentful toward his father, even when we talk about his father's death?
Because his father barred him from the North End. Kicked him out. His father tried to kill him for a reason. He betrays everybody around him. He's betrayed his family his whole life. And when he talks about a successful business, he never had a successful business. He blows everything he gets. That's all he does. Chinese food place went under because he stopped working. Construction business under because he don't want to work. No, he's just lazy.
And when the night were you around when his father died?
Yeah, I was right on Hanover Street. I was right after it happened. People were pulling up and telling me.
So when his father was murdered along with his family members, when I talked to Bobby about it, I remember he didn't seem too caring about it. And I was wondering, was there a lot of hate between that part of the family and him at that time?
Well, see, his father, when he married his next wife, Matilda, we call her Tilda growing up. He had two of my best friends ever, Cecil and Roman, and Luisi, of course. Roman was murdered at the 99. He was one of my closest childhood friends, big, gentle giant. And Caesar was one of the best artists you could ever imagine. And he just didn't want anything to do with that life. And he, left. But Bobby was always just battering away at his father. And his father just knew he would never hold up. I mean, his first pinch, look at his first pitch, he ratted. And if he says he doesn't rat or do that stuff anymore, he ratted in the Ponzo trial too. He's all over that. Plus a few other made men.
James?
Yeah. So when his father were they competing? Basically he was part of the family for, I guess the
Bobby competed against his father.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the 99 where Bobby's father was murdered too. We're gonna take some video there, and we're gonna show you guys right where it happened. I'll bring you right to the booth where it happened.
And we'll do it respectful, but because there's a lot of good friends of mine. You know what I mean?
Well, what's his fault?
That was a huge tragedy.
His fault? It affected so many families down there in so many ways that people don't understand. Friends of one side and friends of another. Everybody grouping up. You know, I grew up with Bobby, the father. He, like I said, he always gave us an apartment in his building. We had first ones to have cable. We had everything.
Was his father a bully?
See, it's hard to say who's a bully and who's not, because if you're hanging with the bully, it's not like he's bullying you, so you really don't pay attention. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen,
I can't say that he is or isn't, but you hear all these other stories. And
one thing that was really disgusting on Bobby's behalf is I remember there was a show Bobby was on. He was getting interviewed about his father getting killed, and he insinuated that he had something to do with it.
nothing at
Yeah.
all. Nothing at all.
It sounded like to me
Those
the two
guys did call him for help, and he left them there. He was too afraid to go and get them out of there.
and the two guys that killed him sound like they were actually scared daylights,
Yeah, they were. They were.
and that's why they killed him. It was
Bobby's
like-
dad was no joke. He was
Yeah.
no joke.
No, he wasn't. Seriously, like, I mean, if you crossed the big guy in the neighborhood, he stomped you. You know, most people just say, "Hey, Bob, hey, you're nice," but if you're screwed with him, I mean, come on, yeah, you know what it's like on street corner justice.
Hey,
And
Bobby,
me, like everybody
yeah.
makes out to be this. I'm just a neighborhood guy who never left the neighborhood corner.
Bobby, I
still
worked
hang out.
in 1980 and 81 as a young guy. I worked at the Boston Bunnies for Teddy Venus. I don't even know if you know a Teddy Venus, but he
No.
he ran the street and all the all those clubs back then. And
We're
I'll
gonna
tell
put
you
up the
what,
combat zone,
yes, and
the
that-
intermission, the naked eye, the glass slipper.
We're
Yeah.
gonna bring you to the Angelo's doghouse too. We're gonna bring
we'll
you
walk
to the
in
social
alley.
club.
Yeah,
we
we're gonna walk
got
through
you.
the
We're gonna-
alley and stuff.
We're gonna
like that.
cover all this. We'll send you guys some clips.
Yeah.
You know, I was one night I was in the Sixes, and I always remember Teddy Venus told me he warned me about Whitey Bulger. He says, "Don't even joke with the guy. Stay away from him because he takes things as an insult and he'll just kill you." You know,
Yo, Whitey Bulger.
Hey.
Speaking of Whitey Bulger,
And the other one, wait a minute.
we went to I went to Whitey
Oh,
Bulger's
God.
grave, and I got a little I don't know what you would call it.
Comical?
Something comical coming. I got something exclusive about Whitey Bulger coming. Stay
you
tuned.
didn't dig him up, did you?
Nah, man.
Not this trip.
Yeah, I dug him up. He's right here.
50
Okay.
grand for a skull right now. Let's just put it out there.
And let's all say while we're here, God bless the GS brothers.
Yeah.
You know,
Shout out to Freddie and Paulie.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Let's not forget who they are.
And free
Those are the-
Gigi.
Yeah.
Those are
we
real
just-
guys right there.
we
Those are
home
stand-
soon. Let's see if we can get some time knocked off. I think over 30 years is enough.
Yeah.
Never killed anybody. No bodies, no nothing. He did more time than all these other guys.
Yeah, yeah.
But he'll be home soon, and you guys will hear it from the real deal about really what was going on back then in Boston.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude. When I was in Boston, I used to see stabbings and shootings just walking down the street. And you know, I was just a worker there. I worked at a fucking titty bar. So, but you're talking. People don't realize
The
Boston
zone
was
was
no
so
joke.
bad.
Hey, there's a lot of fighters out here. A lot of fighters. A lot of
Dude,
scrap.
man.
You ever seen the combat zone
Philly,
back then?
Philly too. Philadelphia has a lot of fighters, but Boston, man,
What's up, Philly?
they don't mess around out here.
Dude, I seen a 120-pound dude take on 3 dudes one night and wipe them out in a fist fight. So, you know,
Hey, I couldn't hold back, Lee. I couldn't hold back that time.
I was staying at the YMCA in Cambridge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cambridge,
yeah.
no joke.
Yeah.
Shout out to Millie. Shout out to Twin. I'm gonna be going to Millie's concert in Hartford, Connecticut, pretty soon. I think in May. So shout out to Millie's and Twin, his DJ.
Hey, Stacks, you like staying busy like this? You like hanging out with Paulie and hanging out with Chad?
yeah.
I mean, you must be having a great time right now.
Yeah, man, we have great time together. We go and do things. We've been to Fenway. We've been to the North End, the movie set, meeting different people. I think we might meet what's his name, the Wahlburger guys.
Oh, the what, from the hamburger joint?
Donnie Wahlberg,
Yeah.
Don Wahlberg, and Mark Wahlberg. I think we're gonna be meeting them soon. So if I get some footage of them, I'll send that to you too.
Hey, you can go to
Shout out
the
Anthony
North End
Farrakano.
Stories. Does it perfect.
Go check out
You'll
North End
see
Story.
Pictures of that. He did paint.
Yeah, I have a question. You know, one thing that you mentioned, I guess, Paulie, you were on the phone with. Were you on the phone with Tom LaVecchia when
When the police raided the house, yeah.
So what happened
When the
there?
police came in there and got me, yeah. When Bobby called.
So what can you explain what happened? What did Tom do? What happened
The
with the police?
conversation I was having with Tom, because we talked about it like a month before, that the YouTube money was missing, and I didn't know what I should do. I kind of went to him like a moral compass. If he was the average guy, and he knew about it. And then I told him, I says, the police are in my apartment. They're coming in my room, and he was right there. I had to hang up with him, and he knew Bobby called him, but
So
he never acknowledged.
Oh, okay.
cops came in there and arrested you right there.
Well, they were going to arrest me. Then they caught him because it was my name's on the lease, and he prearranged it to have his girlfriend, his cousin Paulie Peppercelli up there with his girlfriend, who shouldn't have been there, and his 2 kids. So, I'm here with my family, and he's acting crazy in the room, and he's making noises at night, and that kind of stuff. So they had to ask me to leave because it looked like he.
But your name was on. Paul, how did they get you out of there if your name's on the list?
Because someone has to leave.
Like, they're gonna ask him and his family.
If there's a disturbance, they'll be like, one of you has to leave, like just to cool down for a little bit,
thing.
So destroyed all my belongings, put stuff on my clothes. Took me a while to get back on my stacks. You were here this summer. How down and out was I?
Bad. He was on the verge of unaliving himself.
Yeah.
What was the deal about your chair, gaming chair, and some of that?
Yeah, all that stuff. Like he did all stuff to import stuff. He's just a spiteful, resentful, daddy issues, whatever you want to call it.
Gaming chairs go to people's heads. We all know that, Lee.
Mine was more like a chaise lounge type. It's just
the chair, man.
You said your stuff was damaged when you got it. Is basically what you were saying. Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of it was missing, and.
And Paulie, you were saved by him taking that chair from you. Those chairs they possess you, man. They make you get a little bit cocky.
Hey, I'm so sick
and
now.
They
I
make
can't
you
even play. I still got a busted shoulder.
A lot of people out there, they make themselves more relevant than they really are. Because I don't care about you. And let me reiterate, I do not care about you. Like these people are like, they keep talking about me. It's like, you don't know me. I don't know you, and I don't owe you. And when I meet people, I ask them 2 questions. Yeah. What are you doing here, and what do you want? Yeah. Because,
Stacks, what I always, when people say, oh, we're friends, and they don't even know each other personally.
Yeah.
Someone comments on a video, and we're friends? Get the fuck out of here. I don't know any of you.
Right.
And, Stacks, you and I have been through some pretty brutal battles together. And we put our crap to the side. And
I took the video down, though. You didn't.
Dude, man, I got a lot of fucking views on that thing.
Go away.
You know what, Stacks? I told you, if you want me to take it down, I will take it down.
Yeah, take it down.
I'll take it down.
You got to erase this part, though, because then people will know.
Yeah.
Like,
my God, who cares?
I don't care, man. I don't care about that shit. It shows
you handled that great, man.
How far I've come. I've been through the ringer in my life. No one can defeat me more than I can defeat me. I did all that shit to myself on those videos. I'm not ashamed of myself,
And, I made the same mistakes on here, my man. I've done a lot of stupid stuff. I mean, it's YouTube, and we do. It took you time to get in your zone.
Yeah.
And you're in your zone, dude. You're putting up as good as stuff as anybody on here right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you go from Chad Marks and you're hanging out with Paulie now, and you're on the movie set. I mean, Ben Affleck was there with Matt Damon. Did you meet them?
Casey Affleck was there running around like a maniac. That's Ben Affleck's brother.
Yeah, keep your women away from Casey. But anyway.
Man, there was probably 2,000 people there, so it was kind of hard to have a one-on-one conversation.
Did you see his new wife,
no.
J-Lo? Yeah.
No.
But I'll tell you what,
they weren't on display.
You realize how big the Afflecks are and Damon are in Boston.
Listen, $25 million they spent on that movie. They rented out City Hall. They rented it out. Like,
wow.
When I came up there, you have these credentials. You go there, you knock on the door, they bring you, the real police bring you in. Mm-hmm. Now, in those pictures, all those police officers are not police officers. Those are all actors.
Right.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the news people in the picture where I'm getting interviewed, that's in the movie. That's not a news station.
Wow.
So that's like a news station in the movie. You know what I mean?
Can you mention the name of the movie so people could?
It's called. They keep changing the name. It was the Undesirables. It's the Instigators by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Should be out, I think, next year.
Okay. Well, you and Paulie should do a show called The Instigators.
Yeah, man. The Instigators.
We'll just be as funny. I'll do.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. That's Bobby.
Yeah.
I want to. Paulie, I seen you. You just showed up out of the blue on Mob Rats. That was a really good interview.
You kind of took me off.
Shout out to MRE, man.
Yeah, that was a really good interview because you just spoke with your honesty. You just put it all out there, man. You put a lot of information out there.
Like everybody's expecting something else. I don't wear suits. You know what I mean? Like, if I go get dressed up, I get dressed. No, but I'm not that guy. Oh, I want to wear sweats and sneakers. You know what I mean? Hang on the corner, go to the corner bar, say hi to everybody. I mean, I can walk around the streets. Really.
No, the reason I wear a suit is because you can die at any moment. I want to look good when I die.
Money's worth.
I want to look good when I die, man.
Yeah, if it's not bloodied up, bury me in it.
You know, Paulie, there was do you recall a video that was made when you got out of jail? There was a lady that.
Oh, yeah, Natalie Smith.
Can you explain who that was and that night when you went to the gathering and your friend was filming? I don't remember her name, but I remember
Terry Wigman. She was on the phone with me the night of the murders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She testified?
For me, yeah. She came and testified.
And they still found you guilty?
Yeah, on the first
What year
trial,
was that video made?
My rights.
What year was that video made of her filming you coming back to?
I think it was like 2013. No, wait. 2010. I don't even. Yeah, it gotta be. I don't know, around there, like 2015.
Yeah.
I think that was my 50th birthday party in there.
Yep, exactly.
2014. Yeah, it was my 50th birthday.
Yeah, that was really interesting. You know, a lot of people were there, and so
that was a sober house.
Oh, okay.
I was managing 4 sober houses for the Chelsea House organization, and a lot of the people you see in that video are no longer with us because of fentanyl. I can name a lot of them.
We're gonna go to Methadone Mile too.
Yeah, we're gonna
show you guys. We're gonna show you guys Methadone Mile in Boston. It's out of control. You guys will see it.
A big shout out for Terry too. She always stood by me. One of my best friends to this day. Still friends over 5 years.
Shout out to Gianna.
Yep, Gianna.
And shout out to Thomas Berryman TV.
Oh, yeah. And Daniela Gags, Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Daniela Gagliardi.
Hey, what year did you come back with Bobby from Florida?
I came back after him. He came back.
It was 2020?
Like
2019.
2019. He came back and they went to where he worked and beat him up or something. He got fired, he said. And then he accused his 2 roommates of smoking drugs in the house and stuff like that. And that's why he had to get away from them too. So this is a common occurrence. And the other thing about Terry Wigman was when she says, like, I was ordered not to testify. No. You know, people were threatening to kill her baby that she just had, her first child. And they went after her because she was testifying in my behalf to free me without saying anything about anybody because she didn't know anything, but they really were gunning for me, both sides. That was during the Salemi Patriarchal War.
And very few people remember you were just a young guy at that time. I mean,
yeah, the neighborhood, never forget. I lit that place up.
Yeah, that documentary I do on Paulie and Eddie, it's gonna show you the progression of Paulie from a young child. I'm gonna bring you right to where he was born, where he was raised. I'm gonna bring you in the back alleys. I'm gonna show you all that stuff, and I'm gonna show you as he's growing up the different pictures, and I'm gonna bring you to the places where he before he was made, before he went down to Philadelphia when he got set up for the murder. I'm gonna interview him in the park where it happened. I'm gonna bring you to the jail where he got released from.
Oh, Charles Street.
It's gonna be crazy. You guys will see. I'm putting a lot of work into this one.
That was a great place.
And he's paying for everything. So
and Paulie, why did Bobby go to Philadelphia? Was he kicked out of Boston?
Yeah, they won't let him in.
No, but the Boston mob wouldn't let him in.
Yeah.
But he wasn't kicked out of Boston.
No, not kicked out. The Boston mob wouldn't let him in. Yeah.
It was like a faction.
Yeah.
He went to Philly. got made with Merlino, came to Boston to have their Philly faction up in Boston. So he was still okay with them. Otherwise, they would have just killed Bobby.
Well, the Boston, you remember that was about the time when most of that family had retreated back to Providence, right? And so, and most of the administration had gotten arrested. They were in
prison.
Yeah.
It was Junior, right? Raymond Jr. was in prison.
Right. He was not a good leader. They wasn't respected. The Gambinos actually had to go up there and ask him to resign, get out of there.
Paulie, do you see why he's my partner?
Yeah, he's on top of it, man.
He knows his shit. He talks about he'll start talking about stuff. I go, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, there were a lot of scary guys on the street. Yeah, Billy Iotti on the streets back then.
And you went down to Philly. Didn't you go down to
Friars? Look that one up.
Did you follow him down to Philly?
No, I never even been to Philly.
Oh, you never went down.
To me.
So Bobby went to Philly, got made, came back, and started made people. But he had to get approval before he can make people.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't just come back and just make people. He would have to get their names, bring them to Philly, approve them, and then make them.
And how
many people did Bobby make after he came back here?
Total, I don't know. I want to say like 7 or 8, maybe 9. I don't even know.
You can't just go on a making spree and just make everybody you want. He
wasn't doing anything like getting money from guys who wanted to be made, right?
No.
Paid for it?
No. But everybody else was kicking up to him.
Because everybody had their own things going on, right?
He always said he never knew what I was doing because I never told him. There's no reason to tell him.
Boy, I'm going to ask you a question I always ask people that know the life in Boston. Who the hell robbed all that art?
we're getting into that a little bit.
We're gonna bring you there too, to the museum.
Yeah.
We got some clues for you guys.
It's the Isabella Gardner Museum in Boston.
You know who to call.
Yeah, I spoke to him already, the guy who wrote the book on it. And,
those guys literally just walked right into the place. I mean, all that stuff.
Supposedly they were it was down in Florida, right? And it was
under a cement slab.
Basement.
Bobby Gentili. There's no basements in Florida.
Yeah, Bobby Gentili from Manchester,
AKA
Connecticut. Yeah,
he got made after me. Bobby.
And you got no pictures laying around your house anywhere or anything, Paulie, right?
No.
Like this one?
No. There's a lot more, and people speculate, and everybody wants to get their name in books and movies and stuff like that.
Did Bobby have anything?
Like I said, those painters are gone, and they ain't ever coming back.
Let me show him this. I forgot, man.
You're going to get a piece of art.
And now someone told me there's supposed to be a body attached, so that whole statute of limitation thing's being over yet. Not true.
Yeah, what about the art? What could they do even if you had it because of the statute of limitations? Could anything be done about the art?
Whoever has it can turn it in legally, supposedly. But I heard another rule.
Right? There's a lot
Bobby Garenti, God rest his soul, blew some guy's head off with a shotgun over it.
Yeah.
The homicide, main homicide department came up to the apartment and questioned Bobby because he was saying so much about the Gardner stuff. But
there were people killed behind the scenes we don't really hear about because of that job.
Right.
A lot of people.
Like I said,
Bobby, what a lot of people
don't
know about the murders as a result.
Yeah.
Now, Stacks, what did you want to show us?
So I've been putting in a lot of work, and I always told people out there that YouTube is a stepping stone to get to the next level.
Sure.
And this is an accomplishment that I got that I'm very proud of, and it's gonna bring my content way above.
Oh,
where's that? Where's that press pass to? Oh, you got
it's a national press pass.
And you know something, a lot of people don't realize that if you work on YouTube and do shows and actually show that you do news, you can actually get a press pass.
People don't understand that. Chatting with Stacks is a business. It's Chatting with Stacks LLC. I started this business right when I started the YouTube. So I've been in business for 2 years, and it's starting to like take hold. You know, I thought I was doing something wrong at first because I wasn't generating a lot of money. I was putting a lot of money out.
You know.
But my business advisor, he's like, you're doing everything right. Most businesses don't make a profit on the first 2 years, or on this around the 2-year mark, they start to generate income. And I'm starting to see that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're doing a lot of the right stuff. You know, you're having good interviews, you're engaging with people. You know, I think that's what you have to do. And, you know, you're improving your craft by doing things like, you know, you got a press pass now. So that opens up the opportunity to talk to more people, to
you can go to crime scenes, you can go in different places with this.
And you stop talking about Hootie too, which is
I don't talk about none of them. They're all irrelevant. You're all irrelevant.
Exactly. And you know, that's what I do. I barely do lives anymore because I don't have fun doing lives. I like doing stuff like this where I'll put this as a premiere, you know, and you know, and Paulie, you got to understand that you're a pretty popular guy, Paulie. So if you keep, you know, you have a likable side.
All the people that,
he could do really good if he had a show by himself. He could do really good.
And you're likable. And you're likable. You have that routine that you do and stuff.
I don't know how to be. I'll tell you, I'm manic 24 hours a day.
Yeah, when we shut this off, he's like, hello, Shaq. Hello.
Oh, man. So you're gonna see, we've been having laughs. We went up that mountain. Everything. Oh man, that was just some good.
Why? I'm gonna be dropping some videos with Paulie. Don't forget, Trump Crime Family. Subscribe. Hit the like button. And chatting with Stack, both of them.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll put up whatever you want me to put up. Stack, send it to me through the email.
Yeah.
Anything you want me to put underneath this show, I'll do it because I think this show is going to be good. You know, when you have a star like Paulie on here, forget
it. I'm going to visit. That's
I'm going to have him I'll have Paulie in a cage. I'll be poking him. I'll throw him cookies.
You know what? You know what, Paulie? Right now, Paulie, right now I'm on a diet. I'm trying to lose 100 pounds.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
You can't come here on a diet.
No. Before I come there,
he is the best cook.
Yeah,
the food is incredible. Like we had a cookout at 3 in the morning the other day.
You know, the first time I've seen a Fuddruckers in Boston, down by the old downtown by the old combat zone.
Yeah,
when Fuddruckers,
you don't remember the old combat zone was the place. That place was scary.
Oh yeah. Then they had to play. They even had a place down there that made the steak subs and stuff. And but I'll tell you, man,
Moon Villa, cold tea.
Yes,
you know what that is, right?
Yeah, and you know, then you had the Chinese
Harry Brooks place.
Yo, I want to give a shout out to Ciro DiPaggio. He got that movie completed, and it's hitting the distributors. Mob King.
Okay.
So you know, a lot of people out there, they run their mouth, they talk shit. He got a movie completed, and it's out there. So
very good.
Shout out to Ciro.
So Bill, what is it you want to do for your? I mean, you're busting your ass, dude. What is your main goal here?
I want to be a lighthouse keeper. The same thing I told Stack.
You want to be
as far away from people and civilization as I can.
And what is it?
PlayStation and a fishing rod.
And I'm gonna supply the lighthouse keeper with content.
Yeah.
Or you can shoot a show from the lighthouse. That'd be as interesting as all hell.
No, I love the ocean. I love fishing. I just turning 60. I'm just gonna be.
He's serious. He's serious.
I love the woods. You can't get me out once I'm in there.
Yeah, so you're my age. So you pretty much remember Boston just the way I remember it.
Yeah.
You know, and
you've been to Moon Villa, you know, the place the Pompeii till 4 in the morning.
Hey, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you a story. One night, I was driving. What's his name was giving me a ride home. Teddy Venus was giving me a ride home, and all the hookers ran up to the car. There were like 20 of them, and he had a station wagon he used to drive.
Like, get in!
No. Here's what happened. They came to the window. They didn't know it was Teddy Venus, and they all had this look of they were so scared. They went, "I'm sorry, Teddy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to run up in your car like this and shit." And I used to see Teddy Venus. The cop cars used to pull up in front of his place. He'd go down and hand them a bag of cash, and the cops didn't give a shit if anybody even seen him taking the cash.
Yeah.
People want
yeah, it was easy back then. I know where you remember too. Dominic's Bar across from the Wang Center.
Yes.
Big Dominic Paolo.
Yeah.
Good personal friend. I miss him daily. That place was hot.
I'm gonna be tattooing.
Oh yeah,
Paulie,
I'm getting
too.
a tattoo from Stax.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a tattoo of Stax on you?
Oh, I'm gonna get Hello Kitty.
He's gonna get Hello Kitty on his face right here.
Maybe the Powerpuff Girls. I haven't made up my mind yet.
Yo, but we gotta go, man. We're already behind.
One quick question before you go, Stax.
Stax.
Do you regret getting the face tattoos?
No, I got these sober. I got this one on Easter 2 years ago. I got these all sober. So I got the smile. I was feeling unalivable, and I did this, and it changed my mind. And this is the Om symbol for all natural enlightenment. This stands for family, and this is what I believe in, man. So I don't regret any of them.
And that big heavy set singer that has all the tattoos on his face.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Hey, listen, man. People say that when he talks with them, you don't even realize he has them on his face.
Yeah, man. These are all around.
They're not like Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll has his right here, and
yeah, that's all crazy. I
Yeah.
won't. No more on my face, man. I'm keeping it clean.
Hey, Paulie, thank you so much for thank you, Paulie, for coming. I really appreciate it.
Like I says, hopefully we'll meet in person someday.
Yeah, we will. I'm gonna.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm planning a trip out there very soon. I'm gonna do the whole coast thing.
Yeah,
my sister lives up in Maine.
Hey, bring all the money you have, put it in a bag. Come on up.
Money, guns, and lawyers. You know the.
No, I thought me and Paulie could do a bank job together. Go out in style, a couple old farts trying to rob a bank.
Oh,
hey, thanks.
Halfway running out.
Fax, whatever you want me to put on this video, please send me.
All right, yeah, definitely. Thanks, man.
Everybody,
thank you so much.
Take care, guys. It was really great having you on.
Yo, you want us to take a picture for the thumbnail, like this?
Beautiful. Do it.
Like this.
Oh, I love it. That's the one I'm using, guys.
Yeah.
I'm using
All
that
right,
one.
man.
Take care, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, bro.
Good.
All
Take
right.
care.
Take care.
Wow. Did you expect that?
You never know what to expect, but I mean, truthfully, Stax is really putting out a lot of good content, and I think people need to check it out. It's been very good.
And what do you think about this whole Paulie Luisi thing?
It's difficult for me because I'm friends with both of them, and so they've been friends for 40 years, 50 years, and for this to happen, it's unfortunate, and I don't know. It's difficult situation. I mean, I believe that Paulie, a lot of that is probably true. I know Paulie has his issues as well, and so basically, it's just sad to see a friendship for that many years, have that happen. So, who knows what'll happen in the future. I don't see them, getting this resolved anytime soon.
No, it's over. It's over. It's like you can't go along. That's one thing about partners. I had Danny Trio as a partner.
Yep.
And that whole thing came crumbling down. And my partner wasn't honest with me about a lot of things.
Right.
And that's the key. When you're partners, you got to be honest with one another.
Yeah, and that's something I really value. This, the partnership I have with you, and so you really have to make it work. You really have to be very mindful of the relationship, and look at ways to be able to work together. If there's things that aren't working out, talk about it behind the scenes. It's bad when you see people just put everything out in the open, and so try to work it out. And so I'm very respectful of this relationship that I have with you, and the friendship. That's what's most important. And then
you got to develop a friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
But you got to learn from your mistakes too. I got to learn
exactly
from the Danny Trio stuff. Danny Trio was a great entertainer, but
yeah,
a great exaggerator too, and it's unfortunate.
Sure.
I don't have to worry about that with you. And you know, and I'm not bad mouthing Danny. I only wish Danny the best, but the reality is the reality. Everybody knows what, you know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist.
Sure.
Some people say to me, why don't you take that Danny stuff down? I'm like, are you kidding me? That's some of the most entertaining stuff. I have people look
at content,
the Danny stuff, and they'll be laughing their butt off. See, people don't realize 95% of the people that come on here know nothing about the feuding going on here.
Right. Exactly.
You know, most of the people that watch our stuff know nothing of MobTube.
Right.
They don't, you know, we got trolls here. I pulled away from the trolls in that community.
Yeah.
You got to create your own community here.
And, I mean, there was a lot of great interviews that you and Lee, you and Danny did, and you know, why take it down? I mean, they were great. It's great stuff, and so you know, and Danny did a great job with you, and so you know, but you know, you have a brand, and you know, you have to move forward. You have to move on.
And people got to be careful too. They love to use the term rat. And usually the people using the term rat would become a rat in a second if they had a little pressure put on them while they're arrested. But they like to call people rats. Now, you heard the rat term used to describe Paulie, but there's absolutely no evidence.
No.
People can make evidence, but if you can't show me a 302, if you can't show me, heck, Mob Rats had him on. Mob Rats won't deal with any type of rat. Right. So he was on there, you know, and I looked into him and I can't find out. And just because Bobby Luisi is saying it, it's like, okay, Bobby, don't say it, show it, do it, prove it. And that's what it comes down to when it comes down to a guy like Paulie. Paulie just seems like he admits about his addictions and his lifelong battles.
Yeah.
And we see this in this country now. We got druggies everywhere. That's why we showed that first video with Chad Marks. I mean, we got a chance today to show Chad Marks, to talk about everything that Stacks is doing to improve his show, which has been a lot. And we got Paulie on. We weren't even expecting to do this show today, were we?
No, we weren't. But you know, it's really, you know, it's fun to do this. You know, be able to talk to people, have them on, and you know, at the same time, you know, we have a lot of new content already, shows ready to put out there for our viewers.
And they even gave me a thumbnail to use, a great thumbnail. I like that thumbnail, man. I'm putting that sucker up.
Oh, I think it's great.
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to ask you next is when you come on here, can you start wearing a Yankee cap?
I don't think so.
No, well, listen, I'd rather have you be a true than a flip flopper.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a great show, man. And
I'll tell you
what, people, like my dumbass always does, I'm going to tell you once again, if you want to donate to this show, please help support show by going to Cash App, Lee Cole, or PayPal, and it's right there.
Yep.
Or you can also, there's a heart underneath here if you like the shows. Remember, we work hard putting these videos together. Yes. It just doesn't happen. This is work, people.
Exactly.
Okay. We're not doing lives and just popping up. We're doing work.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Oh, and also, please sub to the channel if you haven't subbed. Hit the like. The like is very important.
Yeah.
And we would appreciate that also.
Yeah.
So, James, let me ask you another question. When you came on here, in the beginning, were you kind of doubtful that you couldn't do this?
Yeah, I mean, I've never been behind a camera. And so for me, you know, this isn't natural to, you know, be behind a camera. And so what has been helpful for me is that you really help guide me in these interviews, these videos that we do. And so, you know, that's what helps me, you know, so you've been able to help me to get out of my, you know, kind of get out of my shell and get into a comfort zone being out here where I'm, you know, bringing content. And so,
and but you're also an educated research guy. You know how to research. Yeah. And on top of that, you know where to look for stuff.
Sure.
I don't have the patience for that.
Right.
So we kind of work off of each other. Like you.
Yeah, exactly. You'll fact check stuff. That's something that I like too, is that you do fact checking. You know, a lot of journalists don't even do that anymore. So you'll fact check. You've got a Rolodex of people you can talk to and get perspectives. And you know, we both work hard on these videos, you know, both of us.
Yeah, we do. And we're writing a, you know, I've decided that I wasn't going to interview informants.
Mm-hmm.
So that really hurt how quick the show can grow. So we have to grow a different way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in this genre, you got to put informants on to grow quick. And there's certain guys on here that have a reputation for putting anybody on their show to help their growth. But we haven't been doing that. We've been very well behaved.
Yeah.
And James and I, we think different on this too, James.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, you believe that we should just be a show that puts out the fact and puts out the people that people want to see.
Right.
But if I had to choose between Louise and Paul, I would choose Paul because there's no evidence of Paul being any type of informant, period, plain and simple.
Right. Yeah, I don't see that either. You know, I've never heard of him being an informant. There's no evidence out there. I would have to see a 302 or something that would substantiate that. So no, I don't believe that he's informant.
So I'm going to go put this show together and get that damn thumbnail. How fun!
Yeah.
But you take care, my man.
All right, I appreciate
it. Thank you for everything. Please, people, if you like this, please like it. And you, my man, you take care, James. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it.